Hello, everyone, and welcome to Learn a Trade. My name is Kevin Tate. Glad to be here with you all today. Today, I'm going to go over steps for replacing the lower heater on a TurboChef oven. This was another request from a viewer that I'd like to share with you a video on this. I'm going to attempt to show you as best as possible from some still shots that I was able to take. And if if maybe in the future, if I get an opportunity um, to do a video on the actual removal of the lower heater on a TurboChef, I definitely will go ahead and see if I can video record it. But I think this will do justice to it um, as far as letting you understand, what steps to take to get that lower heater out of there. And what you're seeing right now on the screen is the inside of the cook cavity, and you see the cooking stone just inside the cook cavity on the base of the cook cavity, and there's a bracket that stone sits on. It's a platform that stone is sitting on. So what the first step that I advise is to remove the stone and the stone platform, the platform that the stone is on. So I'm gonna try to go through some of the slides that I have available, and I'll stop them just to kind of elaborate on it a little more. Okay, so that's lifting up the stone, and you can see underneath that platform I have the platform lifted up, and you can see the lower heater on the bottom. The lower heater element is on the bottom of that platform. And I'm going to point it out later in some of the other clips, but if you look to the back right corner of the heating element inside the cook cavity, that right rear section right there, you could see the heating element going towards the right wall, going into the right wall, and that's where the two openings are for the for the heating element to uh, fit through, so that the wire can be connected on the other end. So that's the area that we're going to be focusing on, are that left and that right side, where you will see a retaining clip that has to be removed with a retaining set of pliers, a retaining clip remover pliers, and that way you will be able to remove that retaining clip, and I will show you that in a few more images here. Okay, and right here, this is the left side of the oven, the left side on the outer wall. You can see I circled that retaining clip. You can see the two holes right there in the middle of the red circle. That's where you would use your retaining clip remover pliers to remove that retaining clip. It's a little tricky with the pliers, but as you do it, you will find it a little easier. Now this is over on the right side of the oven, and again, that's that opening for the heating element to come through on the bottom, and it's coming on the outside, so that the wire, that white wire, you can see I put a little red arrow pointing up to that terminal block above it, and that's where the right side wire gets connected to. It gets connected in that terminal block over there. So you'll have to disconnect that wire and loosen that up if you plan to remove the complete heating element. And this right here, I just wanted to show you, this is what my set of retaining clip remover pliers looks like. That's the ones that I use, and hopefully you can see that pretty good. And that right there, that's me using the retaining clip remover pliers for I'm putting those tips in there in the two holes to remove that retaining clip. And then once you remove that retaining clip, it's gonna open wide. Once you get your pliers in there good, it's gonna pull that clip open wide, and then it's gonna allow you to release it. Just be careful, because those retaining pins, they're spring loaded, and one slight miss on that, when you get them off, the clip will pop off, and it's no telling if you'll ever be able to find it. Sometimes they just get lost under the counters, or they'll fall into a drain or a crack that where you just won't find it. So if you do plan on doing a replacement of the heating element, the lower heating element, you'll want to make sure that you have a couple of spare retaining clips for that new oven, for that new heating element that you're going to install. If you plan on replacing that heater, just make sure you have those extra clips available, because you will lose them. And that right there, I'm just showing. Let me back up a little there. Sorry about that. Yeah, that right there, I'm just showing you those openings that's where your retaining pliers will go. That's the right side of the retaining of the heater element. Just showing you that. I'm just going to go back a little more, as I wanted to show you this other clip. Yeah, there's the openings right there. And that's those are the two holes that you'll have to get that retaining, those tips of the retaining pin in there. And when you get that kit, that set of retaining pliers, when you get that, it's gonna come with accessories, like some extra tips for the pliers, and you can just experiment a little bit on them to figure out which set of tips works best for you to get that out of there. And then, more than likely that's one piece of equipment that you're probably gonna use it mainly on that oven. And I don't know if you do dishwashers or washers and dryers and stuff like that, you might run into that again also. But I would just, for these TurboChef ovens, just experiment a little bit. Once you get this set of your pair of pliers, just experiment with the different tips and stuff. Okay, and then here I'm just showing you the right side, how that section looks, and that would have that does have a retaining pin on there, clip on there. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it is on there, and both sides have that same retainer clip that you would have to remove. And once that's removed, you're just basically gonna go inside and squeeze those two ends, squeeze them in enough to where you can get clearance to get the wires through, and you'll have to do like one side at a time. But that's the area where those arrows are pointing. That's the area where you're gonna squeeze. You're gonna squeeze those toward the middle of the oven, the ends, so that you can go ahead and fish the wire back through the hole and then get one side out, and then from there you'll be able to get the other side out the same way, and then from there you can go ahead and reinstall install your new um, heating element, lower heating element. I really haven't run into a lot of these lower heating elements going lately. Um, and I know in the past they used to burn out um, fairly often, and I do remember in the past. I mean, I'm talking maybe 8, 10 years ago. We would go through a lot of these as far as replacing them and stuff, but lately I really haven't ran into many lower heating element issues. A lot of the issues that I do run into on these turbo chefs are in the high voltage circuit, as far as the transformers, the mags, the diodes, the capacitors, stuff like that. And at times I do run into a lot of the upper heating element issues too. But if you do run into that, where you have to get this heater replaced, these are some of the steps that you could take to get it out. And the main thing is getting that retaining clip off and putting it aside so you don't lose it, and get your new heating element in place. And there, it's just I just tried to light it up a little more, so you can see that area where that's where you're gonna, once you get the retaining clips off, that's where you're gonna squeeze those in line of the heating element. You're gonna like squeeze them in toward the middle so that you can get the wire out and get the and then pull out the heater and then reinstall your new heater. And for now, that's all I have on this. Hopefully this is a help to you. Again, this was a request from a viewer, so hopefully you will all receive the notification on this video, and hopefully it is a help to you all. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and feel free to leave a comment and let me know how you're liking the videos. If there's any videos that may interest you to have me do and present, and you know, we could go from there. So I appreciate you all watching. I thank all of my channel members. I thank all of the website members. I appreciate you all for your support, and we'll see you on the next one. How to maintain and repair commercial food equipment. Our hands-on approach and experienced instructor will provide you with the skills and knowledge needed to succeed in this industry. The future of commercial kitchen technology, trends and innovations. Technology plays a pivotal role in shaping the future of commercial kitchens as it rapidly evolves. From streamlining operations to enhancing customer experiences, innovative technologies are revolutionizing the way restaurants and food service establishments operate. Request your free commercial equipment repair industry guide. Guide 1. Starting an appliance repair business. The appliance repair industry plays a vital role in society by ensuring that our essential household appliances are kept in proper working condition. From refrigerators and washing machines to ovens and dishwashers, these appliances are an integral part of our daily lives. When they break
break down, it can disrupt our routines and cause inconvenience. This is where the appliance repair business comes in, offering a valuable service to customers in need. Guide to how to interpret Hoshizaki ice machine beat patterns. Advanced troubleshooting techniques for complex beat patterns are essential skills for technicians dealing with electronic devices. By understanding and interpreting beat patterns, technicians can identify less common issues and take appropriate actions to resolve them. Additionally, the correlation between error codes and beat patterns provides valuable information for troubleshooting complex problems effectively. Remember to consult the device documentation or seek further assistance when dealing with complex issues indicated by beat patterns. Request this free guide at learnatrade.com.